Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an adventure this season just getting going. What are you looking for tonight?
Just curious to see which team is more cohesive. With all of the player movement in the NBA, it's rare to have continuity in a squad.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Avdia. Shaedon Sharpe is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Anunoby outside. Now here's Simons. He's guarded closely. He gets that one.
And while he's not the biggest guy, in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that one.
Here's Pritchard. Back to Tatum. From deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here is Simons. Pass to Sharpe. Simons surveying the D. Stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And White kicks to Tatum. White against Sharpe. 5 on the clock. Tatum down low. Defended by Avdia. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Simons with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simons has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
And they can breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
Outside, Simons. To the middle. And Portland with another turnover here. Celtics trail by 4. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Boston, let's get going for Celtics Entertainment.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Back to Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Fires the three. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
Avdia. Outside, Simons. 5 to shoot. Here's Sharp. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Ayton. Tatum. No good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And stolen by Tatum. And here's White, defended by Sharp. Here's Pritchard. Nailed from three-point land. Pritchard's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Celtics. Now Sharp, still yet to score. Pass to Avdia, and stolen by Tatum. Simons against Brown. Outside Tatum. Here's White. Lays it up off the glass. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Here's Simons, following the basket by Derek White. Here's Ayton, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. On offense, here are the Celtics. They've scored 10 straight. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum with it. Lets it go with the three. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Now, here's Sharp. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on White.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
And Sharp drops them both. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
The Celtics Entertainment.
The Celtics have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Back to White. Here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good from the elbow. Pritchard's got 8 points.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Outside, Simons. Misses from short range. Here's Boston. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace.
And you watch Jason Tatum.
Oh,
yes! It Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
And they're bringing you up close and personal in the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Right side, Simon. Inside, Porzingis with the steal. White inside. Ayton's there. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in, and both free throws good for White.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Anunoby kicks to Simons. Back to Anunoby. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you make it easy on Simons when you leave someone that wide open. He's always looking to make the extra pass.
Here's Pritchard. 8 points for him. Pass to Brown from outside the arc. That one no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Simons, the pass to Sharp. Back to Simons. 6 to shoot. Nifty move from the stripe. He can't get that one. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Brown the pass to White. Up top, Brown. Covered by Simons. Fader on the way. Here's Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, expectations were so high for Porzingis early in his career. Maybe they didn't all pan out, but he is still a high-level impact player every time he takes the floor.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Pritchard. Sharp, that's good.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Holiday, the pass to Alexander Walker. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boston making a switch here. Kate is checked in. Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Celtics leading by 8. Pass to Brown. Here's Keita. 1:29 left here in the opening quarter. Brown the pass to Alexander Walker. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Now, here's Sharp. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
They grab their own miss. Cada's shot is off.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Simons kicks to Walker. Rebounded by the Celtics. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The second chance effort. Walker with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 8. Now, here's Sharp. 6 points for him. Outside, Simons. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Anunoby out there with Walker. And it's Williams at the center position.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Henderson looking it over. And then Henderson with the jam.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots. And
Traffic.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Holiday. Here's Hauser. Lets it go from deep. Trains it from beyond the arc. Hauser's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
6 on the shot clock. Fires it up. Here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Hauser. Pass to Cada. Outside Holiday. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Henderson outside. Now here's Williams. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Williams sets a screen for Anunoby. Off target with his 3. Celtics leading by 10. Holiday finds Tatum. Back to Holiday. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 8 points for Jrue Holiday.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. change here. Kamar's checked in. And, Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Here's Henderson. That shot misses. Holiday with the defensive effort. Celtics leading by 12. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum. And picking up the assist. Hauser's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Celtics. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
Trailblazers trail by 15.
Peyton Pritchard.
And here's Sharp. Pass to Henderson. And here's Sharp. 6 points for him. Back to Henderson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
High-roller type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Both free throws good from Henderson. Boston leading by 13. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Now, here's Sharp. Not a lot of room. Clock at 6. Henderson against Holiday. Henderson, no good. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the 76ers. Tatum on the wing. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Kamara. And Pritchard pulls it down. Back to Tatum. Throws it down, JT!
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Trailblazers trail by 15. Henderson with it. And he lays it straight in. Henderson's got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Henderson. 6 points for him. Here's Williams. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Henderson outside. Down low, it's deflected and stolen by Tatum. Alexander Walker with the ball. Williams picks him up and slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Here's Kamare. Now Sharp. Crafty move. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Holiday.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Portland, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The free throw drops for Sharp. And some changes here for the Celtics. How checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Both shots good from the stripe.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Brown outside. Back to White. Can't hit from in close.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now, here's Sharp. 8 points for him. Avdia with a screen for Sharp. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sharp's got 10 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Hauser. Over in the corner, White. The Celtics working the ball around now. No one covering. Brown's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the 2nd.
And here's Sharp. He's got 10. Avdia kicks to Simons. Shot clock at 6. Back to Avdia. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
3 points.
5 points in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And it's Brown missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a Finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. Sharp against White. Shoots. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Now, here's Sharp. Tight defense on him. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
An exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
To the paint, here's Brown. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's Sharp. White with the defensive effort. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics to the inside. And stolen by Anunoby. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Sharp. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the goal.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first free throw is good. Celtics making a switch here. Cade is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 37 seconds left now here in the second. White against Sharp. Here's Pritchard. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 9. Outside, Simons. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Simons with the screen on White. Sharp. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, easy call.
Portland, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. And White kicks to Porzingis. Sinks the triple. Porzingis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle. What the situation is.
And we finished one half of basketball. Celtics out in front, up 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Thanks for...
You have certain players that live and die by the 3. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living. Kenny could...
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And there wasn't... Too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Shaedon Sharpe really making a difference here.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The guards are Pritchard and White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Outside, Simons. Pass to Avdia. And stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Simons with the ball. Takes it inside. Outside, Avdia. And stolen by White. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Speed kills, and Simons has plenty of it.
Pass to Pritchard. Tatum down low. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Tatum's got 6 in the quarter.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
The Trailblazers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And the second free throw, good. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Brown against Avdia. And it's blocked! And he keeps control of the ball. Outside, Simons. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
Pass to Pritchard. And White kicks to Brown. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Price. Makes it off the glass.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Brown the pass to Pritchard. It's White on the wing. And the rejection by Ayton.
So difficult to shoot over. Ayton proving it with that rejection.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Avdia finds Simons. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
White looking around. Pass to Porzingis. Cranes the three-pointer. Porzingis has got 9.
This is what the fans want to see from Kristaps. The 7-footer knocking down threes.
White against Price. Down low, and here is Ayton. Clock at 6. Simons from outside. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics leading by 13. Tatum dishes to White. Avdia with the rebound. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. And that will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Tatum against Price. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Price. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Price has got 6 here in this quarter.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Simons. Brown, no good. Trailblazers trail by 10. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Oh, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Celtics. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Pritchard, covered by Simons. Tatum with a screen on Simons. Three-pointer. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
On the wing, Walker. Pass to Price. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Price has got 8 points.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Porzingis against Williams. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Boston again missing.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Price, high post. 8 points for him. Here's Simons. It's rebound. By Porzingis. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Alexander Walker.
It's so tough guarding Porzingis. That's why they call him a unicorn. No one matches his blend of skill and size.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. A different look now for Portland. Shaedon Sharpe's checked in for Price. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Anfernee Simons. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Here's Sharpe. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Here's Alexander Walker. The three-pointer, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
And it's Portland with the rebound. Now, Anunoby. Henderson outside. Into the lane. And the rejection by Tatum.
The all-star Tatum engaged on defense. That's a scary sight for opponents.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Pritchard. Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Boston again missing. Trailblazers trail by 6. Now here's Henderson. 6 points for him. Plays it up and banks it in. Henderson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Williams has got 8 rebounds in this game. And that one's good by Henderson. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A different look now for Portland. Robinson comes in for Williams. And it's Avdia in for Walker. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. And Holiday kicks to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off to end the drought. And it's Portland with the rebound. Avdia's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And again, it's Scoot Henderson. Henderson's got 12 in the game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Brown right side. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. He's got 9.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Up top, Henderson, guarded by Holiday. Henderson outside. Avdia with a screen for Henderson. And the shot goes in. Henderson's got 8 here in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Anunoby against Brown. Lets it go. That doesn't go either for Brown.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Henderson inside the three-point line. Tie game in Boston. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, OG Anunoby is out there with Deni Avdija. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Price in at the 2-guard spot. Boston shooting a mediocre 41% in this one.
First personal foul. First team.
On the wing, Holiday. Henderson defending. Outside Tatum. They set the pick. To the middle. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Robinson. Here's the break. And here's Henderson. Back to Anunoby. Robinson, a screen on Tatum. Anunoby, no good. Anunoby's gone 1 of 4 so far. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Robinson pulls it in. The Trailblazers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Henderson outside. Price outside. To the paint. To take the lead. And it's out of bounds to Portland. I'll retain possession. Here's Henderson. Portland no good that time either.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Part of what makes Drew so valuable, he's a guard who can score without the ball.
Henderson with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting for Portland, Henderson, the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. And then for the Trailblazers, Ayton, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Sharp in for Price. And he's good on the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Sharp, and he comes up with the deuce. And that's 13 points for Drew Holiday.
And right now, this game belongs to Holiday. He's just dominating the defense.
Up top, Henderson. Pass to Sharp. Avdia with a screen for Sharp. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Sharp's got 19 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Kamara's checked in. And it's Simons in for Shaedon Sharp. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Simons on the wing, inside. Here's Henderson, in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammates.
Tatum passes to Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Clock at 6. Pass to Queta. And there's the drive.
You can tell Holiday likes setting up his guys. He enjoys facilitating.
Now Simons. Here's Kamara. Back to Simons. Good. Simons has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Pass to Hauser. There's the pick. Here's Queta, and he dunks it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
That is downright unguardable. Simons knows when to go for it.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Simons. There's Tatum's range on display.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Henderson finds Avdia. Simons with the ball. Here's Pritchard. Now Holiday. Pass to Hauser. No good with the triple. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Henderson. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Holiday's got 6 rebounds in the game. Tatum with it. Defended by Avdia. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Tatum. Defended by Avdia. The shot. Shot by Pritchard, no good. For Portland, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Out to Henderson. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Portland again missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Holiday, the pass to Queta. Here's Pritchard. And the rejection by Ayton. Outside, Avdia. Back to Simons. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Here's Pritchard. Tatum with a screen on Simon. Now Tatum, this one for 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And you can tell he's starting to figure things out here in the second half.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Henderson. Anunoby in the corner. Outside, Simons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And developed into such a good scorer. D has to pay close attention to Simons.
Free throw good, Simons. And so he makes both from the line.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Henderson. And it's blocked by Brown.
Terrific anticipation by Brown, managing to see the shot coming and get ahead of it.
Celtics passing it around. In the corner, Tatum with it. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum!
I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
Henderson against White. Back to Henderson. The three. White with the defensive effort.
That is not the shot they needed there. You've got to work it around and get a better look.
Brown kicks to White. Lots of room. Rebounded by Kamare.
He is single all over that one.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends. And the rejection by Ayton. Anunoby passes to Ayton. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that. What?
.46 seconds left in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And now we've got the intentional foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Avdija is checked in. Here's Tatum, and that's an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Back to Simons to tie it up. Off target from downtown. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 4. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Number 17, Jaden Clark.
And stolen by White. And so it's Boston sweeping by with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap it up.